All right, we got them in-house here. We got Aiper's S1 and their new S1 Pro. These are robotic pool cleaners, and they're gonna let you focus on having fun in your pool and enjoying it this summer rather than maintaining the pool, all right? We've got them both. We did a pool test, same pool, same rules, all right? We got them all, but first, real quick, let me tell you about the features that you're gonna see in this video. Now, of course, Aiper, they're the preeminent player in this market. They've kind of established the market, honestly. But we're gonna have unparalleled cleaning performance. All right, powerful suction and superior mobility. Sand, twigs, leaves, and pet hair. I'm saying this specifically because I know a lot of people are gonna see the pet hair and kind of chuckle. Brother, I got 2 black labs. You can't keep them out of water. They've already killed 1 hot tub. And if there's water, they're gonna be in it. I know a lot of people have dogs that are just the same, and there's gonna be fur, and pet fur is terribly hard on equipment trying to get it up. So that's something you definitely want to see that they're addressing. They're not ignoring it. They're not pretending like, hey, it's just going to be leaves and dust and stuff. They know what the real challenges are going to be. All right, also, we're going to see wall and waterline scrubbing. That is, it's going to go up and down the walls and make sure it doesn't leave any kind of crust along the water line. It's got this wave path navigation 2.0 technology. This is their second go at it. They've been upping the game as they go along. They've got some real processing power in these bots, and it comes down, you know, readjusts centers. It knows exactly where it's going, maps out your entire pool. It has a top load filter basket. No muss, no fuss when trying to clean it out. Last thing you want to do when you're cleaning out one of these baskets, you have to I have to press this latch, and then I put this one over here, and then got to twist and go at it from the side. No, I just press the button on top, pull it out. I don't know why some of these companies have a hard time figuring that out. It's pretty easy. Anyway, one of them's got one of them's got 1 filter. The other one's got 2 filters for double the cleaning. Anyway, let's keep going here. We've got 4 cleaning modes available: auto, wall, floor, and eco. Both of these gonna have it. We're gonna talk about the differences here in a minute. And then we also have the wall climbing capabilities we talked about before, and the caterpillar treads, all right? This is gonna let you to go, one of the problems, depending on the pool, some of them have issues with the drains, and some of the, I've been in pools where the drain's completely flush, all right? That's great. I've been in ones where it's like a moon base kind of thing down there, and that's why you want the treads on the system. I know a lot of them came out early, they had the 4 wheels, and a lot of them had issues with bottoming out. I think everyone's kind of figured out treads are the way to go. Aiper's right there leading the charge on it. All right, next up, we've got the wave path technology. We talked about that enough. All right, enough of this. Let's get into it. You don't want to hear the features. You want to see it in action and see what it can do. So what I did is, now before we've used a friend's pool, and which is great, but that's just ice. That's a normal pool, stuff like that. My oldest son, lives down just south of Vegas in a condo down there in that whole little community, and they've got a community pool that literally nobody uses. In fact, most people down there are older, retired folks, and the people who are supposed to maintain the pool, the community landlord or whatever they call them, manager, whatever, it's hard for her to get around to do some stuff. So I sent these down there. So this isn't just like your own pool in the backyard. We're doing the community pool that doesn't get a lot of maintenance to see if it can handle that. And remember, this is south of Vegas. So we're getting all the sand, all the leaves, the dust storms that blow through there. And we're gonna see what it can do. So let's jump into that.
Can I zoom in? How do I zoom in? This guy? No.
Ooh. All right, teasing aside, let's see this sucker put in some work, okay? One of the things you want to see here that's really going to compare and contrast versus the S1 versus the Pro here is check out how it handles and navigates this corner here. It comes up, it sees the corner, it's like, okay, that ain't gonna work. And it backs down, realigns itself, gets up there. Those bubbles you see there, that's its jets on the back, pressing it up against the wall so it can get more aggressive cleaning. Again here, the S1 Pro has got some features we're gonna talk about later that allow it to sense what's going on in the pool besides just bumping into it and being like, oh, there's something there. It really allows it to see kind of what's in front of it, navigate it, adjust for it. I mean, look at how nimble this bot is in handling that step, doing the wall, and everything else. But you know what? Fancy features aside, the question is, will it do the work? Will it actually clean this up? Now check this out. Again, I said this is Vegas area, so we got sand, we got gravel, we got leaves of all kind, brush, whatnot, all sorts of things. The winds down there are insane. And watch the way, I mean, just watch. You can see how much dirt is on the bottom of this pool, and it just literally erases it. No work from you, no muss, no fuss, no cables, nothing. You can swim while this sucker's going. Don't put your toes in front of it, but you know what? It's not going to come after you either. So it's, and of course we have to have the obligatory underwater shots here so you can see what the little sucker's doing down there. And yes, most of this footage is sped up because it moves slow, all right? These are not like, you know, F1, you know, cars here. This thing's, it's moving along at its own pace, trying to get the cleaning done. So yeah, we did have to speed up the footage or we would have been here for a while. As far as though, again, this is the Pro. You can see the double jets there on the back. That's what really allows it to do the aggressive wall cleaning that it can do. Also helps with churning more water through it and allowing it to clean that pool faster and better, honestly. That's one of the differences between the Pro and the S1 Pro and the S1 is the amount of water that goes through the unit. Now we're going to just let it go back and forth here, and you can see we're trying to get some close-up shots as well as some above the waterline shots here, so you can see exactly how this thing handles that much dirt. All right, let's launch the S1, and you can contrast that to what you just saw with the S1 Pro. Spoiler alert, it's not as smart, but you know what? At the end of the day, the real question is, does it do the job you need? We launch it here. It takes a minute for it to figure out what it's doing. Oh yeah, I'm a pool bot. I should get to work. It heads off across the pool. Now, oddly enough, apparently it also affects the quality of my camera person. All right, I know, I'm just revving them. Believe it or not, it's harder to do this stuff than you think. Anyway, you can see there it comes up, and it's kind of at a loss for what it's doing here. It's wandering around. It's like, where am I going next? It doesn't have the external sensors there, and we're going to talk about this in the features here in just a minute. Now, when it runs into something, he's like, okay, I know what that is, and it learns from it, and it figures it out. But it doesn't have like the external, you know, the eyes, if you would, to actually see the pool. It's more like a blind person tapping around with a cane. You know, you've seen those little circular robots that clean your carpet and stuff. They do kind of the same kind of technology. They just kind of wander around. Oh, there's a table leg here. Oh, there's a cat there. You know, oh, there's some dirt over here, and it figures it out. And I'm maybe, you know, playing this up a bit too much about the smartness with one versus the other, but it does eventually figure it out. Let's go over to the view from the blimp here, and as you can see, it's learned its lesson. It knows, like, okay, I know where I am. We've got this whole sucker mapped out. Let's clean this out. By the way, pools around here, the dust, it comes in so badly from it's open desert just south of here, so they get a ton of dust daily. You could probably run it every other day if you wanted to and still be pulling up lots and lots of dirt here. But as you can see, it's figured out what it's doing, and it's going to get the job done. All right, let's take a look and see what we got there in the basket. Now remember, this is in the S1. This is the second cleaning. I tell you, it gets dirty around here. Really easy, just flip the door up, you grab it, pull it out. There's the filter. Remember now the S1 Pro has a double filter system, but look how much is in this pool. That's a second cleaning. All right, there you saw it. You saw it from under the water, from the water line, and even the aerial view, as it were. So now let's talk about the differences and what kind of price points we're dealing with here. So let me pull this up here, okay? The Aiper Scuba S1. This is the basic one, cordless robotic pool cleaner. This is, I mean, look at this. It's on sale right now. Normally $700. It's down to $529. I know we've talked about some high-end stuff, and a lot of people are like, I can't afford that. This is really getting into that kind of a really affordable. If you could afford a pool and you got to pay the maintenance on that, I mean, how much are you paying that pool guy to come around and take care of your pool when you could just have this sucker chugging around doing it for you all the time? You're looking at $529 on this. Now, as the other one here, the Pro, It's coming in at normally $1,100. It's on sale right now, $280 off, down to $920. And the normal 2-year warranty is getting extended for a 3-year warranty if you buy it between now and July 15th. Now you're like, okay, well, what's the difference between these two? You've been teasing me about this. Here we go. We got a list here for you. So purchase price, of course, there's a difference there. They're both cordless. They're both in-ground pools is what they work best on. Concrete available surfaces are the same. The pool size. Now the Pro, of course, is designed to work for a larger pool. It's got a bigger battery. It's got the dual filtration, and it's got dual pumps as opposed to the single pump on just the S1. So you're looking at a 2,150 square foot pool versus about a 1,600 square foot pool for the smaller one. Yeah, they'll do floors, walls, water line. They'll do stairs. The water surface, neither of these are really designed. They're not skimmers. There is a separate model I think they have that does skimmers. That's a whole nother issue. Quick water release, they both do that. Mobile app. The Pro has a mobile app. Now, you can't use it while it's down in there. Now, you can't use it while it's down in the pool, I don't believe. But when you got it up, you can program a bunch of stuff into it if that's your thing. I know some of us, I'm kind of a data geek. I love to get in there and be able to see what kind of things I can tweak and change. So I kind of like the app, but it's not something you're going to use daily. It's not something that's a necessity. It's a nice to have. Let's see what else we got going on here for us. The solar charging panel, I think you can get that as an extra item. I'm not sure, but they don't come with it. The motor, as I said, the Pro has a 2-drive brushless with 2 pump, whereas the S1 has a 2-drive with 1 pump brushless, okay? Now the suction flow rate, this is key here. You're looking at 100 gallons per minute on the Pro, 70 gallons per minute on the S1. I guess they're both the S1 Pro versus the S1. And the filtration spec there, because it's got 2 filters, that's why you're seeing the 2 different levels on the spec. Again, they're both top-loading baskets, but the S1 Pro's got a 5-liter basket. The S1 itself just has a 3.5. Infrared sensor obstacle avoidance, you're going to get that on the Pro. You're not getting that on the base unit. Horizontal water line cleaning, you're getting that on the Pro. You're not getting that on the basic. What that means is it's not going to go straight across chugging at that line the same way. You're going to get better. You're going to get better features out of the Pro. That's just all there is to it. But you're still getting the wave path technology. You're getting the battery life 180 versus 150 minutes expected. Charging time 4 hours versus 3.5. Cleaning mode selections there, you can see those. Floor, wall, water. Of course, water line's the big change, as you can see there in bold, because the other one doesn't have that. Power supply battery capacity 25.2 versus 14.4. The product weight, it weighs a little bit more. That's not really a big issue. And you can see what comes in the box there. At the end of the day, what you have to look at is, how much work do I need this thing to do for me? Or do I not want to do? That's the real answer. What my budget is and how big my pool is, all right? Like if you're like, hey, you know, I don't need that horizontal water line cleaning as much. I've got a smaller pool. Then just go with the S1. I mean, $500 and whatever, it's with the 2-year warranty. But if you want to step up, it's still a sub $1,000. It's going to have, you know, all the features you want. It's got the app programmability. It's got the dual filtration. It's got the water line. And it's got the extended warranty on it. So, I mean, if there's a company out there that I can recommend, it's Aiper. You know, this is a sponsored video, okay? And in case that wasn't clear, you know, we try to put things at the beginning. Always try to talk about it towards the end. We put it down below. We want to be as honest as possible and transparent as possible. Do I think everybody in the world needs this? No, this is not for everybody. This is a luxury item. It's not a necessity. This is for the people who've got a little bit extra to spend and are like, you know what? I don't want to go out there and do that. Or, you know what? I don't like my pool guy. He's a jerk. I'm going to fire him and hire the robot. I mean, that's what McDonald's is doing, right? Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've got a pool, put it down below. I love getting the comments from the people who are like, I'd never buy this. I'm like, do you have a pool? Well, no. Unless you've ever owned a pool and had to do pool maintenance, that's when you truly understand how valuable your time is swimming versus maintaining. So anyway, I definitely recommend checking it out. We got links to everything down below. They're going to be having a big sale. No idea what's going to be going on with Prime Days. You got to come back and check on Prime Days around here, okay? That's I think it's the 16th and 17th of June. There's going to be some hot madness going on with Prime Day. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of those deals. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.